Kids, what's up? Nettie is in the house today. Thought you disappeared, Nettie. Thought you got lost in the desert of Utah. St. George, Utah said bye. Good to see you, Nettie. Good to see you on here. Happy Monday. We got some new faces. Montoya's on here today. Renee, Cammy. What's up, Cammy? Tyson, Susie. Welcome to the party. I haven't seen you guys before. What's up, Jose? Marie, Jed. Marie, are you going to be able to come out to Decade today this weekend, or are you going to have to go clean all weekend?
I'm coming no matter what.
All right. Good. Look forward to seeing you here. What's up, Bobby? Bobby. The John Peterson in Minnesota. What's up, man, dude? Welcome to the party, guys. Happy Monday. Welcome to the 20 to 40K call. If you guys are looking for the 20 to 40K call, you were in the right spot. And if you're looking for the final 20 to 40K call, you are also in the right spot. Yes, this is the final 20 to 40K call. I'll share why here shortly. You'll figure out real quickly why. But this is the final one. So some of you guys have been along the journey from day one. Some of you guys started with us when we started this cleaning business back in March. And we've been documenting the growth of this business since March 8th of 2024. This is now 24 weeks. We've been doing this for 24 weeks. So for all you people who've been on here the whole time, I appreciate your consistency. Thank you for showing up. And you guys literally got to see how this business has grown. And it's been magic, right? It's been magic. It's been crazy. Like, we've done the craziest strategies. Like, show up, make sales, hire cleaners, do that over and over again. So that's what it's taken to get here. And that's what it's going to take to go to the next level, which I'll share with you guys what the next goal is for us. Thank you guys for being on here on Labor Day. You guys are laboring. How many of you guys are actually laboring? How many of you guys are actually open today? How many of you guys actually are doing cleans or are doing sales calls or just, you guys are just on Zoom? Maybe that's what your work is today. You're just on Zoom today. You're just on a free Zoom trying to figure out how you grow your business to a milli. A milli. I had a really good epiphany today on, Jacinta's on here, on Jacinta's call and Lucas's call. I figured out how to get to $1 million. You guys ready for this? If you guys came for one thing, this is what you came for. How you get to $1 million cleaning business is you make 1 million mistakes. Look at that. Jessica. Jessica got it. That's how it's done. If you guys are afraid to hear no, to get rejected, to make a mistake, to do something, to get the outcome you didn't want, you will not grow your business. In fact, you probably won't even have a business. In fact, it was the thing that prompted me was my boy Alex. He had a post on his Instagram that immediately made me think of a couple people in here. And so his post: the only people with perfect businesses are people who haven't started yet. The only people with a perfect business are people who haven't started yet. There is no such thing. The people who have made $1 million have made 1 million mistakes. The reason why you guys have small businesses is because you haven't made enough mistakes. That's the game. You want to have a bigger business, go make more mistakes. Go mess up. Go hire more people. Go hire the wrong people. More. Okay? So, bigger businesses, bigger mistakes. That's it. That's the game. Perfectionism is the death. Actually, it's the not even the start of anything. Like, I feel like perfection is the quite opposite of what you want. It just means that it's not real. It's like unicorns. It's not real. Okay. Who's ready for this? Who's ready to get into the vision shoot for this week? So if you guys are brand new here, welcome to the party. How do you get the most out of this? I say this every single week, so you guys have been for every single week. Appreciate you for showing up every single week. Appreciate you for listening to the same message every single week. How you get the most out of this, for all you cleaning businesses who are cleaning business owners who are on here today, is you make friends with the other cleaning business owners who are on this call. That's how you get the most out of this call. If you came to see me and Katie, you're gonna be very disappointed, right? We're not that special. We're not that cool, and we're not open for more friends. We have enough friends. Joking.
Ha!
Joking. However, You will get the most value by making friends with other people in here who are in the exact same positions you are in. Okay. Last night was a great example. Great example. I'll tell a quick story here, and we'll get started. So last night I get a Facebook message from a guy named Kyle Barker, and so Kyle Barker was one of the 40 gym owners who showed up to the very first mastermind in Albuquerque with Alex Hormozi, right? Very first gym launch meetup that we met at, that we went to, Kyle Barker was there. And so Kyle Barker messages me. It's like, dude, I see that you're in Arizona. I actually moved to Arizona. In fact, Gilbert, Arizona, which is right next to us. And we started chatting. I was like, oh, amazing, dude. What do you got going on? We started chatting. And then I was like, Katie, do you remember Kyle? It's like, yeah, he was at the first one. I was like, how do you remember him? He's like, well, he kind of has a big nose. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm surprised you actually knew who he was. And then Katie was like, why don't you invite him over for dinner? I was like, oh, okay. This was like 4:00. Like, this is 4:00 on a Sunday. I was like, he's going to say no. I'm like, well, Katie said that you can come over for dinner if you want. And he's like, when? And I was like, Katie says now. And he's like, I'll be there in 40 minutes. Right? He's like, I'm 20 minutes away. So I need a little time to clean up. And by golly, he showed up 40 minutes, right? Showed up there 40 minutes, and I hadn't chatted with him for years. But, we started talking about gym launch, started talking about our gyms, started talking about what we were doing. And it was just like one of those cool moments of we're in totally different businesses, and I haven't chatted with the dude in, I don't know how long, very many years, but it was cool to have somebody who, we had the same business, we made connections, we did the same program, we had the same problems, and yeah. And it was just like, he hung out for a couple hours and he went home, and we probably won't see him again for maybe ever. Right? But it was just one of those cool moments that it worked out perfectly for our schedule, and and really for the feel goodies more than anything. It wasn't like we didn't make money or anything, or we didn't we didn't make a connection or a partnership. It was just like one of those feel good moments. So anyway, that is what you guys can establish here: is make friends you can reach out to and contact, and ask questions to. So how you do that? Turn your cameras on. First thing, turn your cameras on so people can see you. They can connect with you, and also be active in the chat. Okay, so the chat looks like the chat is actually a little active today. It's good to see. We got 30 messages in the chat, so be active in the chat. Ask questions. If you have questions that you need answers to, I'm not going to answer those questions, but everybody else in here can answer those questions. Okay. There's going to be many questions that you have access to, or excuse me, there's going to be many questions that you have, and there are a lot of smart people on here. They can help you. They can help you a lot. Okay? Oh, look at that. There's a child. There's a random straggling child behind us. Oh. How you doing, pretty girl? Good. Okay. So, who's ready? Who's ready for the vision sheet? You guys ready? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. If your cameras are on, type in the chat. Marie, give me above the screen. I want to see no palms. I just want to see arms. I just want to see arms. Nettie, same thing. Yeah, in the air. Put it in the air. Raise it up. Let's go. Have some fun, guys. Have some freaking fun today. Let's go. So, Katie, are you ready for this? I've been chatting the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Katie. That's how we know Katie's ready. She got a booyah. So I'm going to share my screen. This is the vision sheet. If you guys don't have seen this vision sheet, well, you're going to learn all about today. This is the sheet that makes us look smart, because these are the metrics that indicate whether the business is going to grow or not. And we simply focus on specific numbers, and then we put our attention on there, and then all of a sudden the business it grows or something crazy. So here it is. You guys can see now, or maybe you guys cannot see, but we have updated the goals. Our new goal is $83,000 a month. Katie, why is that the goal?
That's $1 million run rate.
That's $1 million run rate. So to even be more definitive, a run rate is that if your business does $83,000 a month for 12 straight months, then your business will have done $1 million that year. Okay, so that's why that revenue target is I won't say it's an important one, but it is a milestone. If you want to have $1 million business, your business needs to do on average $83,000 a month. Okay? And so the first step of that is, can your business even do $83,000? It's the first step of that equation. So that is the new goal. So last week, we did 228 job ticket hours. Okay. That is the most we've had by a long shot. It was our biggest week last week that we've had. Our Our cleaners worked on average 25 hours a week, and we had 11 cleaners who worked last week. Okay, is that right? That seems off.
Well, it's all of them, but she included Megan and Navy and the trainees.
Megan worked last week too? Oh, yeah, because she
last weekend
picked up work and cleans. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, and so projected monthly revenue, well, this started this month, but last month, in our 6 month of business, we did $40,489.
What?
Yeah. So put a pin in that. I'm going to come back to that. Weekly revenue was another PR. We did $11,000 last week. So that was the biggest month that we've had. The biggest week that we've had. And our revenue per clean was $252. And the weekly total cleans was 44. So we had pretty much PRs across the board. I guess 45 technically was our total weekly clean. Revenue per clean, $252. That was one of the best weekly revenues that we've had. And the weekly revenue is $11,000. And so you guys can see here, monthly goal was 40,000. Or we hit 40,489. And so that is the reason why this call is ending. Is because our goal was to get to 40,000, 2240K. We have now hit 40K in the month of August. And so that's why this call is dying. We passed the goal. Time to move on. So I'll share with you guys at the end of this call, if you guys want to continue to watch your journey, how you can continue to watch it. But that's why this call is dying. If you guys were curious, why it's the last one is because we hit the dang goal. We're not staying at 40K. Sorry about it. It's gone. Bye. Right. So great job, Katie. Great job, team. As you guys will see here, it's even cooler. I'll show you guys what actually gets me the most excited, and I'll share with you a little bit lower on why I'm so confident that this thing will continue to go. So let's talk about revenue last week. So Zen made 40,000 QuickBooks. We actually collected 37. Out of that $11,000 that Zen made, $6,000 was new clean revenue, and $5,000 of it was reoccurring / occasional client revenue. So this is something that I finally I changed it. Maria, I changed it for you. Okay. I got rid of the word reoccurring because it was confusing. Our team was confused. They're like, what's the difference between reoccurring and reoccurring? They were like so confused. I'm like, I'm stopping this. So we have changed it from reoccurring. So reoccurring, everybody understands what that is. Biweekly, every 4 weeks, every 2 weeks. Okay. That's a reoccurring client. An occasional client is somebody who, god dang, gets their house cleaned occasionally. Okay. Try to keep it simpler. So we have now redefined that. If you guys have watched the previous episodes, I always tell people to define the difference between reoccurring. You no longer have to. Now, hopefully it's clear. Is this clear enough? Reoccurring. Every week, every 2 weeks, every 4 weeks. Occasional. They get their house cleaned occasionally. They're not on a consistent schedule. They're not on a frequency of weekly, biweekly, or every 4 weeks. That's it. Outstanding invoices, we had $3,600 in outstanding invoices, and $268 is greater than 7 days. So a lot of that money is from last week, which is totally fine to see. I'm good with it. Okay, let's talk about marketing. The marketing section of Mesa 5-Star Cleaning. We spent $274 on Google, local services. We spent $1,000 on Facebook. So we spent $1,286 altogether. We got 53 Facebook funnel leads. We got 2 from Facebook Messenger. We had 2 missed call leads, 9 Google local services, 8 homepage leads. That's pretty good. 8 incoming call leads and 1 referral. So we had 83 leads at $15.49. Anything less than $20, great job. You can make money in the cleaning business if you're getting less than $15 leads. So marketing is doing well. This is a new epiphany that I had. So you guys who are old here, this will be hopefully something that's cool for you. I shared this with Jessica and Lucas earlier today. But we've always tracked number of spots open moving forward. So this is a number that we track so we can see, like how many spots do we need to fill on the schedule ahead. And so, for example, this week we have 2 spots available. It's good and not good at the same time. And last week we actually had no spots, which means we filled every single spot we possibly could for our team. So we had 0 spots open. And so I recognize that we've always done forward, but we never have done looking back. And so moving forward, we will look at how many spots were open that week that we weren't able to fill. And so it just goes to show the efficiency of how efficiently we're utilizing our current cleaners. Are we actually filling their schedules? So that's a new metric. So if any of you guys who use a vision sheet, if you guys want to adopt that, cool. If not, cool, right? We're doing it. Okay. But here's the cool part. This is the part that I'm super excited about. I want you guys to look at this activity. I want you to look at this activity and to understand, I want you to have this is my hope for you, is you understand how much goddamn work it takes in order for you to actually grow a business to $40,000 in 6 months. If you think it's freaking easy, you think it's a walk in the park, you think that Katie and I have some magic pills or some magic system that we do. The magic is the amount of activity that we're willing to do in order to get the result that we're looking for. And not only that, but as you guys can see here, this is the coolest part, is that Katie and I did absolutely 0 of those calls last week. We did 424 outbound phone calls. Now, I've seen some of you guys' data. That's more than some of you guys make in an entire month or 2 months. And so my goal is to show you what is required if you want to grow fast. Fast being the key word. You can do less activity and you can get there slower. But I want to show you what is possible if you want to get there faster. Because at the end of the day, every single one of you guys are dying. You're dying. Okay? I don't know if you realize this, but the moment you were born is the moment you started dying. And so, ultimately, how quick you get to your goal means you get to live that much longer of your life in an ideal situation rather than you just getting by, being broke, being paycheck to paycheck, having to work all day, having no time to do the things that you want to do, or at least have the options to do other things. And I think that is the most important thing, is that, for example, I really like working. I just like the option to not have to if I don't want to. If I didn't want to do this dang call today, I didn't have to. But I want to. And so the more money you make, the more options you have. I'm going to steal another thing from Alex, because I thought this was really good. I hope this really helps. But I'm gonna share with you another thing I got from Alex this weekend that it helped me, and maybe it'll help you guys out. Don't learn to love money. Learn to love making money. Inputs greater than outputs. Don't learn to love making sales. Learn to love hitting that dial button, outgoing calls. The thing that we stressed with our girls last week is just make 50 phone calls. I don't care how many you close. I don't care about the output. I care about the input. Make 50 phone calls. By the end of the week, Keziah was telling Megan, she's like, girl, you're at 37. Come on. Let's get to 50. Get to 50. So she's encouraging her to get the output of 50 phone calls a day. Okay. And now as we scroll down here, okay, you guys can see, I'm going to skip over the incoming calls answered, incoming calls missed, but I want you to look at the quote call scheduled. So we had 22 total incoming, we had 22 quote calls scheduled. We had 15 show. We performed 40 phone calls. So there was 25 phone calls that we got on because we made 424 outgoing calls. Those calls were not scheduled. Those girls created 25 more appointments. And altogether, they closed 19 quote calls. They closed 20 quote calls almost last week. And guess what? Katie, how many did you make?
None.
Me neither. So, the thing that should make this helpful for you guys is you guys think that Katie and I are magic. This right here, and again, I'll do this every single week. I'll show you this. I can go show you Bozeman. Katie and I don't do anything either. This is not a Katie and Logan thing. For you guys who think that we are special, the reason I'm saying this is because somebody told me this the other day. I'm just like, I'm like oblivious, I guess. I'm like, people actually think we're special. It's cute. It's funny. It's not the reality, right? But you know what is actually different between Katie and I versus maybe where you guys are at? It's not us as human beings. It's our standards. Okay. We believe 400 phone calls is possible. Why do we believe it's possible, Katie?
We've done it.
So for all of you guys who have a team or want to eventually grow a team, which hopefully is every single one of you guys on here, if you want to have the standard where your team makes 400 phone calls a week, 50 phone calls a day, go first. Do it yourself. You guys watched these calls before. You guys will recognize that Kate and I also were able to make 50 phone calls a day. Not consistently, I'll buy it, because we actually had other things to do, like calls like this, right? Other parts of the business. But what I recognize is that if I could do 50 phone calls a day and I was distracted with all this other shit, if I'm paying a person to sit in the office for 8 hours a day, by golly, they can make 50 freaking phone calls a day and still do a lot of other things as well. Okay, so that's exciting. So cold call projected revenue, out of that 19 sales, $4,288 in projected cold call revenue. Okay. We had 4 conversions at $1,000 for the month. So this is the number I really like to see go up, is that number of reoccurring clients on the schedule. Okay. If you have $1,000 a week that you can add, do that every single week, that's $4,000 that goes into next month. And that's one of the reasons why business has been able to continue to grow, is because we continue to add the reoccurrings to this sales system that's obviously bringing on new clients. Okay. So, okay, one quick thing. So most of you guys are inside the school community. Who in here is inside the school community? You guys can either raise your hand or actually just type in the chat. Raise your hand, type in the chat, either one. You guys in the school community. So I talk about systems a lot. Okay, and the reason why I want to specifically keep it on the sales system is because I think a lot of what stops people from growing in this specific business is their belief in their ability to convert leads into initial cleans and then turn initial cleans into conversion to recurring clients. If you're able to do that, your confidence to hire cleaners, it goes up, right? Your confidence to spend money on marketing, it goes up. So I believe that sales is one of the dominoes that if you can figure out a sales system, like your confidence to get marketing and to get recruiting, it just goes up when you have a good sales system. So probably about 4 weeks ago, I dropped a new module inside the school community called How to Fill Your Cleaner Schedules, and it is a module specifically on sales. And the reason I created that module is because I was getting ready to bring people into the office, aka Keziah and Megan, and I wanted to teach them what Katie and I had been learning and discovering over the last 5 months of growing this business, be able to take what is in my brain and to put it out there so somebody else can replicate our results. And so I created that module. I just happen to also have shared it with the school community for free, by the way. And so everyone in there who has used the How to Fill Your Cleaner Schedules, like, drop in the comments what your feedback is on that system. And so you can drop your numbers if you want. You can drop your emotions, your opinions. I don't really care. I'll show you this data right here. Like, I have proven it that works in my business, this business specifically. And I have seen it work in other people's businesses, but I'll let them do the talking. So if you're not part of the school community, well, that's where this is. Okay, that's where this is. So let's keep going here, though. Let's talk about client fulfillment. So client fulfillment, last week we did 44 cleans. Out of those 44 cleans, 19 were new clients and 25 are reoccurring. We have 75 reoccurring clients, which is pretty cool. We have 49 occasional clients. So again, more of those numbers go up, the higher probability that our business will continue to grow, because we start the month which is at a higher dollar amount on the books. Like this month, I looked at it. Katie, what were we at this month to start with?
Like 29,000.
Yeah. So like to start the month, we're at $30,000. And so I'm like, oh, cool, right? And if we just look at the data, guys, so if we start the month at $30,000 in the book, and we sell $6,000 a week of new initial clean revenue, 6 times 4 is 24,000. That means that by the end of this month, we could potentially do, what is that number? 55,000? 24 plus 30, yeah, 55,000. So if we're able to continue those trends, now are we able to continually sell $6,000 a week? We'll see. But that's why I have to use the data as a way to signal whether we're going to grow or not. All right. We had 5 new Google reviews. We had 4 correction cleans as discounts. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. So part of the process of growing, got to get some correction cleans. Got to get some people to say, y'all suck. Y'all got to do better. Okay. So cleaner acquisition. Last week, we spent $135 on cleaners. I made 43 outgoing calls, so I'm in charge of the recruiting right now. We had 33 applicants. I did 27 phone interviews. 6 of those got pushed to no, that number's not right. These numbers are not right. So this must be 27 scheduled, performed. Yes, this must be 27 performed. And then 6 got pushed to cleaner, got scheduled, 2 showed, 2 hired, 1 onboarded, 2 trainees. I have to double check those numbers. So onboarding. So last week, on Friday, we onboarded Michaela and Cambria, and I was so happy that Cambria didn't show up so I could tell Marie Jed. I was so excited. I was like, she didn't show up. Yes. I was so excited, right? Just for this, right? I was waiting for this moment. So I think I've said that to Marie Jed 3 times now. I've said 3 times. Like every single time we got on a call, I'm like, look, she didn't show up. So excited. And then today we did another onboarding today. Because Cambria didn't show up, I was like, I really wanted to clean this week. So I'm like, Katie, we're going to do another onboarding on Monday. And so Nevada, she was scheduled today. And we have all the text messages that go out. She didn't respond to any of them. It's like 8:55 and she's still not here. I'm like, I don't think she's going to show up. Okay, it's like, or Kitty asked me, she's like, do you think she's going to show up? I was like, I don't think she's going to show up. And it's like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, I go out there and I'm kind of looking around to see if she's going to be here. And she's not here. I'm like, okay, perfect. Like, let's go to the gym because the gym on Labor Day, it closes early. Can't go by normal time after this call. So I was like, perfect. I should get to go to the gym today. And I'm like, Kitty, you want to go to the gym with me? She's like, yeah, but do you think she's going to show up? I'm like, I don't care. Well, let's go to the gym. So let me just give her a call. I was like, fine. Right now it's like 9:02. She's like 2 minutes late. And so Katie calls her and she freaking answers and she was like, oh, I got lost or something. Dang it. She freaking showed up. She went through onboarding. She cleaned our dang house. She seemed awesome. I was like, freaking A. Couldn't go to the gym today. So she's starting. She made it through onboarding. She's going to start training with Alyssa. Michaela, she'll start tomorrow. Mia and Alexia, they made it for their very first week of training as well. We're still sus on Mia. She hasn't, we're sus on Mia, but Alexia has got good feedback from her trainer. So super exciting. We will continue to hire 2 people a week every single week until we get to this new goal. So you guys, let's go scroll back up here. The new goal for cleaners is 14. So we need 14 cleaners. I should look at this properly. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 cleaners right now. And then again, we have 2 girls who are in training. So that's 10, 11. So our goal by the end of September is see if we can get to 14 cleaners and see if we can mess some things up, right? So ultimately, if you want to have $1 million business, Katie, how many cleaners do you need to have?
14.
And how many hours do they need to work on average?
Ooh, I don't know. Shit.
Guess.
24.
Higher.
26.
Higher.
28.
28. Right. So 28. If you just do those 2 things, like if you literally just do those 2 things, you'll have $1 million business. Like I could keep going on revenue and cleans, but I have really boiled this down to 14 cleaners work on average 28 hours. That's it. Those 2 things. That's all I'm focused on. I need 14 cleaners and I need to make sure that they're working on average 28 hours a week. And so if I look at our current cleaners from last week, Jocelyn, 31 hours, Rachel, 31, Alyssa, 33, Tiffany, 35, Kayla, 31, Mia and Asia were on their 2nd week of training. Is that right? They're both on their 2nd week of training?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Just Asia.
Just Asia. Yeah. So this section needs to be 23 over here. Correct? Yeah. So I'll have Ray fix it. So Asia, 30 hours. So if you guys saw those numbers, you guys think we can average 28?
Yes.
Now, the only reason that it says 25, why does it say 25?
Well, we counted Mia.
Well, really we counted Navy and Megan. That was why. Because they have 9 and 3 hours. But I'm not concerned about part-time people. Again, Megan and Navy are like, Megan's actually in the office. She just picked up a couple weekend cleans. I don't even count her as a cleaner. And then Navy is just a contractor. She really just does our Airbnbs. So, I want 14 full-time cleaners. That's what I'm focused on. That are working on average 28 hours. So as I see here, our cleaners who are full-time right now, they're all working over 28 hours. Except for Mia. And Mia actually had Friday off. That's why her hours are even low on training. Cool. All right. So our revenue hours billed was $48.66. So almost $50 an hour. 5-star reviews, 164. 5-star reviews. And we have some correction cleans here. Honestly don't know what any of these are about, but checklist, attention detail. So we discounted somebody 50% off, and then somebody got a correction clean. We had 3 correction cleans. So this is good. So this actually was good because Keziah, who's in the office, she got to handle all these calls. And so she handled all these. Like another benefit also of having office people is not only were they doing the sales, but they were also handling the complaints. And so the fact that Katie didn't handle any of these, I didn't handle any of these, also was just like, cool, right? And then now it's just a matter of teaching our office people how to actually handle complaints, which is super easy when you just say, my fault. My bad. How can we help you? New recurring clients. We had 3 new recurring clients, Angie, Steve, and Mary, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks. And then an occasional client, Sarah Sparks. Cool. It's awesome to see. Discounts. We had a military discount. We had a 10% discount. These are for Google reviews. And then we had a, what is this one? Amy, Mary, and Beth. So I guess we took the responsibility for a missing laptop, it looks like.
Yeah.
Cool. And then Amy and Mary. So those are our discounts from last week. That's our vision meeting for last week. So cool. Okay. Katie, before I get rid of the vision sheet, what are your thoughts?
I'm super excited to see us break that 40,000 revenue goal. Kind of came out of nowhere. At the end of the month, we saw it, and then we shared the vision with the team of hitting it. Prior to Megan and Keziah getting hired into the office, we told the entire team that we needed $40,000 of revenue in order to be able to afford an office person. So we brought them in early, but they basically paid for themselves this month by hitting that $40,000 mark. It was really cool to watch them encourage each other and do what it freaking took to hit that mark. Friday afternoon fell apart on us, and then they put it back together, and it was awesome. Cool.
I think again, ultimately, my goal is to just share with you guys what is possible. Whether you guys want to choose to believe it, whether you guys want to choose that you guys want to believe that you guys cannot do this. My goal is just to show you as many times as you need to see it that you guys can do it. Right? And so for you guys who are brand new here, like this is our second cleaning business. And we have learned a lot from this second cleaning business that we have turned around and has helped us in that first cleaning business. We actually learned a lot from this business, and we've implemented a lot of stuff and put it into our first cleaning business. But like my real goal is that you guys can see this and see like what is possible when you're focused on the right things. And I don't expect any of you guys on here to grow your businesses by $40,000 in 6 months. I don't. I just want you guys to know that it's possible when you're focused on the right things. And it's very like I'll just say what I focus on, and so you guys can take that and like use it for good. I look at how many cleaners we have, how many hours they work in, and my goal is how do I just make those 2 numbers go up? How do I get more cleaners, and how do I fill their schedules? And when you're able to keep it simple in your mind, then you're able to give simple directions to the people who actually need to implement the activities to get that done, whether it's interviews, whether it's onboardings, whether it's outbound phone calls, whether it's quote calls, whether it's conversion calls. Right? When you have clarity and you're able to simplify it, then you're able to communicate that to the people who need to actually do the do, and they can do their jobs. Make it as easy as possible for your team to work as hard as possible. So, okay. So exciting news. So, how many of you guys, oh man, we got the chat is blowing up today. We have almost 50 people on here today. This is cool. So you guys like that this is the last one. How many of you guys love that this is the last call? You guys love this? You guys like, yes, I love that we're not doing more 20 to 40K calls. Yeah. So, but what are we going to do? We're going to continue to try to hit $40,000 every single month. Is that exciting? You guys want to watch us hit $40,000 every single month or no?
No. That would be dying.
Yeah. So, you know what's really cool? Who of you guys were with me when we were documenting the journey of location number 1? How many of you guys were on those calls? Yeah, Bobby, Nettie. Yeah. So some of you guys who were on those calls, you guys watched us grow location number 1. We were doing about 40,000 a month. And I said that I'm going to just document the journey all the way to $1 million, or hopefully we can get to $1 million. Actually, I just said, I want to hit $1 million and I'm going to put it out there. So maybe I just have to do it. Maybe I just have to do what's required in order for me to actually hit $1 million, which, was the same thing I just told you guys, like hire enough cleaners and fill their schedules. And so that was like in 2023, beginning of 2023, is like February, March 2023. I started documenting the journey of Bozeman. We started at 40,000, got to 50,000, and I shared the journey of when we went to 80,000, and we just cruised right past that to went over $100,000 a month, and that was fun. Did you guys have fun? For all you guys who are on there, did you guys enjoy that process of watching the business go from 40,000 to $1 million? No? Nobody liked it? Zero fun. Zero fun, sir. Cool. Okay. So as I sat here after I knew we were going to hit this goal, I really had a decision. Like, I really wanted to kill this call. I want to kill this call. I want to kill it because we hit 40,000. And because it just takes up a lot of time, takes a lot of attention. I don't get paid for this. I don't know if you guys realize this. I don't get paid for this. Not directly, anyway. But indirectly, I get paid a lot. And so while the 20 to 40K call is dying, that's because it's the birth of the 40 to $1 million, right? So every single week, we'll be documenting the journey to $1 million, 40 to 83K, basically the double. I call it the double. We went 0 to 20, then 20 to 40. Now we're going to double again. We're going to go right to 83K. And so that's what this call will change to starting next week is 40 to 83K. Okay. The journey to $1 million. And you guys get to see exactly what we're going to do in order to get there. And I don't know how fast we're going to get there. I'm less concerned about how fast we get there. I just want to get there. Right. And I'm also willing to do whatever it takes to get there. That means investing my time. I will do the time. I will spend the money, and I will keep focused on my attention on what needs to get done in order to do it. And also, the fourth piece is the accountability, and that's really the reason why I couldn't let this call die is because you guys actually show up to these calls. There's 50 people who show up to this call to watch us grow $1 million business, or to this point, a $40,000 a month business, and that ain't easy. That's been years. It's been a year and a half of get to a point where people actually will show up and watch us grow a business, and that accountability. Like Jessica and Lucas, they do a call every Wednesday, and I asked them today. I was like, hey, do you guys want to kill this call? You guys still want to do it? And they're like, no. We love it. We find so much value in it. Holds us accountable. Helps us teach. And so while they don't get paid to do that call, and I don't get paid for this directly, what it does, it teaches us how we do get paid is in clarity. And that clarity, we're able to give that to our teams so they can actually implement what needs to get done in order for the business to grow. And as the business grows and you get to $1 million, then you get paid directly, right? So these calls 40K call is dying, and it's the birth of the 40 to 83K call. So if you guys want to be on that journey starting next week, we will be documenting the road to a milli. And sorry to break it to you, but we ain't doing anything different. We're just going to do more of what we're doing. And how you do more of what you're doing is you put more people in place. And so as you guys saw here, we had 2 people in the office. We definitely brought them in early, but 2 people can get us to $1 million. But if we need to put a 3rd one there, I'll do it, right? So hopefully you guys get the opportunity to, hopefully you guys get value from this. And you guys can see yourselves in our business and see where you, like, really see why your business is at $1 million. Like, if you don't leave this call a little pissed off and a little upset, you're not looking hard enough. You should be a little upset. You should be like, why the fuck is this guy able to grow his business so fast? You should ask yourself that. You should be mad at me. Half the people should be pissed off at me. Half of you guys should hate me. Half of you guys, I should have some emotion. Should have some emotion towards me. If you don't have emotion towards me, I'm not doing a good job, or you're not listening. And it's probably a combination of both. It should piss you off that I grew a business in 6 months faster than you guys have been doing this for a fucking decade. That should piss you off. But you're the fucking problem. So you can either choose to get pissed at me, or you can get pissed at me and then realize you're the freaking problem. Do something different. If you don't have the outcome that you want, it's because you're doing the wrong behaviors. Now, most of you guys, Marie, Bobby, Nettie, Jacinta, what's on here? Montoya's, Kraus, John Peterson, Jose, welcome. Tyler, Cammie, Corey, Jose, Autumn, Gregario, Kayla, Irby, Janisa, Jessica Lucas, Tristan. You guys are inside the school community. Okay. Jin Kuhn. You guys are in the school community, so I can yell at you all day long. And you guys will actually do something because you guys have shown your commitment. So for the rest of you guys who are not part of the school community, you're not part of this community, and you want the opportunity to be around people who actually will challenge you and to like point out your flaws in a way that helps you, not to make you feel bad. There's not like, I would never, no one in here would also point your flaws out to make you feel bad. They just want to help you. Like, hey, like, I'm not sure if you know this, but like, not doing enough phone calls, not doing the right activity. So if you want to be part of a community where you can have accountability and people will help you by telling you what is wrong in your business so then you can make it right, then check out the school community. Yeah. Devin, great question. Great question, Devin. Devin asked the best question all day. How do you join the school community? James is my assistant. He's the man who makes this thing go. He's the one who sends all the emails to get you guys on here. He's the one who is in the Facebook group getting people to like show up to these freaking calls. So thank James. He will drop the link for you to join the school community. There it is. So if you guys are interested in joining the school community, there is a fee. It is not full free. There's a fee. But I promise you, if you can't make your money back in 6 months from the school community, I will just give your money back to you. Now, there's some requirements that you have to do, but it's all inputs, no outputs. They're all on you. If you do the required inputs and you don't make your money back in 6 months, I will just give your money back to you. So, for all you guys who are inside the school community, again, if you guys are not inside the school community, like you can ask these people who are inside the school community, and they will tell you that I am a scam artist. I am really good at manipulating you, and I am full of shit. So much so that I literally had people fly out to my house, like what Marie's Jet is doing this weekend, and come hang out with me just so they can just see how much of a piece of shit that I am and how much I lie and how much I'm full of crap. Okay. So, like, my goal is to be as transparent as possible. And so whatever questions that anybody who has, like, please ask the community first. Tell them. They're your peers. They're the ones who will tell you the truth, right? And then if you want to talk to me, like, I will also tell you the truth, but mind you that, you're hearing it from the horse's mouth, so hear it from the other stallions first. And then you might have come into a conversation with me with a little bit more perspective. So, cool. All right, guys. So, I think that's pretty much all I got today. Kitty, you got anything else you want to add today?
No, not at all.
Cool.
I was going to say I'm the reason that you're able to do this. It's all me. But that would also not be the truth.
Yeah. For a long time it was. And in the first business it really was. And so again, for you guys who have been following for a long time, like, it really was. Katie was the reason I could do this. And yeah, like, the really cool part, that's actually, now I'm thinking about this, I didn't even put this together, but like now, like, Katie actually doesn't do anything in either of the businesses. So for a long time it was like Katie's the reason that that the first business went, and then we replaced her out of that business. And then a lot of the reason that this business went was because of Katie. And it's funny because now, like, Katie literally isn't in either of the businesses. She didn't make a single sale last week. She didn't do a single interview. Oh, she did an onboarding though. She did one onboarding. So that's what she's still doing. But we already have her outsourced on that starting, what date did you put on that?
September 16th.
September 16th. Yeah. So then she's quickly already back out. But it's really cool. So again, it just, like, to me, that shows the value of the system. And so again, why I believe Katie is an amazing human, and a lot of you guys also believe that, she is just human. She's just human. And it's actually really funny. As Kyle was here yesterday, so if you guys missed the story, I told about the story of Kyle Barker. So quick rebrief. Kyle Barker was a gym owner that showed up to the very first Gym Lords event with Alex Hormozi in 2017. The very first one was August 2017. Katie was at that event. Katie had nothing to do with the gym business. She was a office manager at a dentist office, and it was at that event that Alex kind of like put the bug in her ear. He's like, hey, like, you should join Logan, right? Because him and Layla were doing it. And he's like, you should join Logan. Katie was like, just like looking around, like, entrepreneurs, these guys are crazy. Like, and it was funny because, like, Katie was with me almost from day one when I started my fitness business. She saw me eat shit for 3 years. 3 years. Didn't make any money. And so when we started making money, like, it was like the evidence that I needed to give to her that, like, hey, like, you can do this with me. And it was that little push from people like Alex and people at that mastermind event that got Katie to quit her job that she had been at for, how long had you been at that job for?
6.5 years.
And I had a dentist. I had two. It was a practice with three dentists. It was two brothers and a wife of one of one of the brothers. So there was three dentists at this practice, and they were all telling Katie not to leave. They're like, hold on. It's like, it's me, little Logan, who's been in business for 3 years. I just, like, finally made a little bit of money after 3 years. I'm like, hey, like, we can do something. And these guys who were established businesses, dentists, were like, don't go, stay here. And so, like, that was a lot of faith that Katie put in me. And, yeah, like, super grateful that she did it. But, like, those are, like, the little decisions that happened along the way, like 7 years ago, that allowed these kind of decisions to happen today. And so, like, Katie and I talked about, lately we've been talking about this a lot, is like, there's a lot of little decisions we made along the way that have just put us in a position to be here. And so you guys have those stories as well. Like, you guys have made decisions in the past that got you to on this call today. It's got you to where you're at in your business right now. And so those little decisions can also turn into big reasons, either why you continue business or why you don't. But ultimately, the choice is, like, it's ultimately yours, of, like, how you interpret those decisions. So, yeah, I'm just, like, super grateful for you guys for for being on here and like using Katie and I as the vessel for you guys to grow your businesses. That's ultimately the most important thing. Like how fast, how big, how much money we make. Like it really truly doesn't affect you, but it can inspire you. It can inspire you to different behaviors, which then can create different outcomes that will change your life. So go do the do. Something also really cool that we're doing after this call is, so some of you guys know in our first location, it's ran by an amazing human named Alaya. And we accidentally stumbled upon Alaya. She was a cleaner who came up, and then we ended up we had this like little, I would say like this 2-month phase where I just wanted to meet all the cleaners. I never met any of the cleaners in Bozeman. So I'm like, let's just have dinner with these people. I wanted to see if there's any, I want to see like who's on our team. I want to see if there's any like people who are cool. And one of those dinners, we met Alaya, and I was like, I had a notebook like that looked just like this. And after we had dinner with her, I was like, this girl's a superstar. Like, this girl's different. And then we ended up inviting her to come work in the office, and she freaking crushed it. And in the beginning of January, we hired her as a general manager for Bozeman, and which gave her the entire responsibility of all operations for that location. And so for you guys who are unfamiliar with that location, it did $1.2 million last year. This year it's on track to do, I think, 1.3. And that might seem like a small gain, but the difference is that last year, Katie was still involved to some degree in that location. And Katie, how many sales have you made in Bozeman this year?
None.
How many people have you interviewed and hired?
None.
How many team meetings have you done?
None.
How many people on the team even know who you are?
2.
Yeah. And so, and again, the real cool part about that is Alaya, because Alaya has taken this business and made it her own. And she is the only reason that we are able to start the second location, and we're able to like practice doing the second location because we don't have the attention of that first location. Okay, we don't have to worry about 100 cleans a week. We have to worry about 20 freaking cleaners. Like somebody has that. Okay. And so the really cool part is that I always tell Lyle, I was like, dude, I want to meet your parents. Like, you are such a good human. Like, you're like, there's no way that this happened on accident. Like, and she tells me stories. I'm like, oh my God, your parents are freaking amazing. Like I inspired to be like her parents. And so on Friday, her parents flew down to Arizona because her brother actually moved down here. And Katie got Elia's mom's number, and I texted her on Friday so like we could try to like so we try to connect with her. And she didn't text Katie back. She left her on red, right? Just like, no. But then she just texted Katie this morning. And she's like, hey, are you guys available today? We're like, actually, no. We're working all dang day. And then Katie found a 1-hour time slot. So like right after this call, we have a 1-hour break before we actually have a call with Alaya, ironically enough, at 4:00. And so they're coming to our house in like 4 minutes. So we're going to meet them for the very first time, which is pretty fun. So anyway, that's my nice way of saying I got to go. We got to get off this call because we got to go meet Alaya's parents. So it's just cool that I think back to relationships, like that's what this game is about, is like finding relationships, finding people that you want to pour into, and like how do you just dig that well? How do you dig it deep? So yeah. So super appreciate you guys for being on this call today. Thank you guys for showing up on Labor Day. Maybe you guys needed something to do. Maybe you guys needed something from this call. Hopefully you guys at least got pointed in the right direction. You guys that are inside the school community, be on the call tomorrow, on the Tuesday call, especially for you guys who are brand new. Yeah, be on the call tomorrow. There's going to be an announcement that will just increase the probability that you guys can actually grow $1 million business in a reasonable amount of time. Define reasonable. Depends on your reasonable, how reasonable your work ethic is, how much activity you're willing to put in. But definitely reasonable. So make sure you're on that call. If you're not in the school community, James will drop the link one more time so you can go apply, and just understand that the school community is, yeah, if you want to be pushed and you want to be part of something cool, be part of it. Like ultimately, like this community is for it's people who really want to grow. What's that? Like Other than that, oh yeah, be on the school call tomorrow. You guys are be on the school call tomorrow. Be on there. There's a big announcement, especially for the new people, OGs. Make sure you're on there too, because you guys are part of the path for the new people to get value and to continue to make the community even better. So again, thank you guys for being on here. Thank you guys for watching this journey. For you guys who've been on here from day one, you guys really did play a huge part in helping us grow this business. And I hope that I'm able to pay it back by giving you the exact same systems, giving you the stories and experiences that we went through, so that way you can more easily problem solve. You can use our arrows on our back to make it easier for you to grow your businesses. So thank you guys. Katie, thanks for hopping on here as well. Thanks for being my co-host. And yeah, happy Monday. See you guys in the school community tomorrow. Bye, guys.